Pretty good. I feel I was practicing very well. Um, and yeah, I got a bunch of exhibitions in, so that was important for me to get matches, regardless of win-loss. I'm feeling pretty confident. I play a tough player first round here, so this is going to be a tough match. He's not easy to play for me, so I have to get ready for this match with all my effort.
You expect him to make you work pretty hard? Is that the way he goes about it?
Yeah, he's very intense. He's beaten a lot of top players. He's I think reached almost close to top 20 in the world, and he's won multiple titles. For me, he's a top 10, 15 player on clay. It's going to be tough. His ranking's now at 60, 70, but he's one of those players where he's playing well. There's not an easy player to play, so I have to come into this match 100%, and from the first point, that's going to be very important for me, you know.
What do you make of your draw more generally in that little space you're in?
Yeah, I saw the first two matches potentially. I think him and then the winner of who we play, and maybe the potential for third round seeding. So it's tough. I mean, everybody in the first round can play now. I don't look any more further ahead. The times I've looked further ahead, I've sort of lost. So I think you have to respect everyone, and everybody can beat everybody here. This is a Grand Slam. Everyone's playing to win and playing for themselves at the best level, and they're prepared at their best. So for me, this first round is important. After that, I'll see who I play, but I really don't care.
Does the heat play a part in your preparations at all? It's going to be hot Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll have to deal with it. It's going to be not easy, not just for myself, but for everybody on that day. I think Tuesday is going to be more tough, so I feel you have to be ready. You have to be hydrated, ready. We've seen many occasions here at the Open where people, obviously not physically ready and have to withdraw, and it gets sometimes out of hand with the heat. So it's something that you have to play, not just the opponent, but the heat. So I guess I have to be ready for this.
As usual, there's been a lot spoken about your fitness or otherwise. Where would you rank it at the moment in terms of that? Say out of 10, how fit are you?
I think that's not a. I think, honestly, if I can say, there are probably 50 people fitter than me outside the top 70 to 150 in the world. There are some players that are not as fit as me inside the top 10, 15 in the world. Will fitness help them? I don't think so. So I feel, obviously the big servers, Isner, Raonic, Kyrgios, and Karlovic obviously are there, and I don't think fitness can help them. Fitness has got me. I've based my sport and what I've got into my career with my serve and my ability to play tennis. So I think there's many fitter players than me and that are outside the top 100 in the world. So I think if we can skip this question.
Has your weight stabilised, Bernie? Because obviously you was a big fluctuation last couple.
Well, I'm not going to answer that.
How would you describe, I guess, your sort of hunger, desperation for bigger and better things this year, this tournament, and also just in 2017 generally? What's your, kind of goal? How harsh goals do you set for yourself, and what's success and what's failure?
Top 10 is my goal. I achieved, my top 20 was my goal 2 years ago, and a year and a half ago, and I achieved that from being 130 in the world prior to 2 surgeries from that. Now my goal is to be top 10, to get there and to stay many years, but you have to work for this. It's not going to happen overnight. I think my year last year was pretty solid. I didn't play a lot of tournaments. I think I pulled out of 3 Masters Series, and I missed 4 Masters Series, so I didn't play. I think I only played 2 Masters Series out of the 9. So I think, my ranking finished at 26 in the year from the start of, I think, 17 or 18. So I think I did reasonably pretty well last year compared to the tournaments I missed. But yeah, this year I have to play all the Master Series and try to do well at them, and I'm looking forward to this year.
Those are big steps between you and top 10, or are those just, are you already doing everything right? It's just a matter of getting a full schedule?
There are, I think, a lot of good players in the top 20, top 30 that, are top 10 players, but you got to get there, you got to earn it, and whether it comes like that or in 4 or 5 years, you're obviously going to get your chance. But if you're consistent, you work hard, you do the right things, you have a big chance of this. There are, like I said, many players from top 20, 30 in the world that are amazing tennis players, and potentially play better than some of the guys in the top 10, but it's a different game. You have to be more consistent. You have to work for this, and it takes a year. It doesn't take 3 tournaments.
Well, you've been very consistent here over the years. Is that just because it's at home, or is it the time of the year? Is it how do you explain that?
Well, I think this is my 9th Australian Open. I'm 24 and just turned, so this is my 9th Australian Open. So it's crazy to think how long, obviously played my first match here at 16, where I won the youngest match, I think, and it's gone so quickly. And I've always played well. Always made a lot of 3rd round, 4th rounds. I'd like to go a step further, play better, but yeah, it's obviously a tough draw, and it's going to be tough. I think I've got to use the moment, use the crowd, and make the fans get behind me, and I'm sure they will. They always get behind our Australian players and support them to their limits, and that's what I think makes us play really good in Australia.
But you're saying you're not looking at the wins and the losses. Obviously, other people are saying, it's not great preparation. What makes you kind of more confident? What makes you shrug this off? What are you thinking is going to be getting you through?
Well, yeah, I think I chose to play a few different events as opposed to play Sydney like I've played in the past, 4 or 5 years. So I feel like, Brisbane I played, lost to a former world number 3, and it was a tough match. So, I take a lot from a move down to Sydney where I played the X. Wouldn't say I won or lost the match. It's an exhibition, same as Kooyong. They're, different sort of matches. I was working on a few things, so I don't really rate these matches as winning or losing in Sydney or Kooyong. That's not important for me. What's important was just to get out on the court and do my things and work on a few things that I needed to do, and just to be ready mentally for the Open. I've played very, very good in my past years where I haven't been prepared for tournaments, and just happens sometimes like that. And sometimes I've prepared well and not been as ready, but that's tennis. Players work hard and try their ass off, and sometimes you lose, and other times you're less prepared and you do well.
So you're looking forward to fans getting behind you. Do you want to be put out on Hisense, 10,000 screaming Aussies?
Well, I think Hisense an amazing court, and it's huge, and the atmosphere builds there, and everybody's behind everybody, so it's very it's a good court. Regardless of where I play, I think I'm going to have huge support, and it's an amazing feeling to see people supporting in a Grand Slam their Australian players. It's very motivating, and I hope the fans can all support us.